Welcome back to another Lunch and Learn podcast episode. My name is Ellen Ivanovic, and I am a product analyst. And today we're going to be taking a deep dive into real world challenges and stepping into the workforce and some strategies that can help you bridge the skills gap. So it's no surprise that it's a real struggle trying to find a job these days. And so many of us actually have the skills and we have the knowledge. But when it comes to actually doing the job, that's when it takes on a whole other life of its own. And this is exactly why I love what we're doing at Joy Momentum, because whether you are a student or a recent graduate, or you're even transitioning or switching careers, you probably have encountered the skills gap before. Our job simulator AI program, as well as the simulation courses, they actually give participants hands-on experience through real-world scenarios. And so when you actually step into the job market, you are ready to go. But more on that later. In today's episode, we'll be discussing the importance of job simulations and how they can help you close the skills gap. We'll also look at some challenges in transitioning from theory to practice, as well as how hands-on learning helps build confidence, as well as that real-world expertise that you will need in the workspace. So let's go. First, when you look at the skills gap, I think it's important for you to understand why it's a problem, as well as what are job simulations. So when I think of the skills gap, I think about theory versus the practice gap. So most education systems, they really focus on theory. So here, when you take a course, when you go to university or college, you are really learning about that particular career in theory. And however, employees actually want you to have that practical experience from day one, or at least some of it, right? So it becomes really challenging. And I think another easier way to explain this, or how I like to explain simulations or the skills gap rather, is it's kind of like driving a car. So, can you imagine learning how to drive a car? First, you take your written test, but instead of taking your practice lessons, you're immediately given the keys and told that you can go ahead and drive. So, when I look at simulations and I look at that skills gap, that it's really where you missed that opportunity where you can learn how to drive, where you've taken those driving lessons. That's where job simulations come in. If I were to think of another example that is workplace related, you could say you are maybe somebody that studied marketing. And once you get a job, your new boss expects you to run an ad campaign instead of just maybe assisting on building that campaign or the strategies around it. Or your new boss wants you to analyze metrics, but you haven't even gotten an opportunity to maybe shadow an analyst that is working on a project like that. Or they want you to use the industry software without actual prior experience on how to do that. It becomes very frustrating and intimidating as well, I think. And today, even entry level jobs require that experience. So it becomes difficult for job seekers as well as employees or candidates alike. So now that we kind of have an idea of the skills gap, it's definitely important to look at what job simulations actually are today and how they can help. So when you think of job simulations, I would say think of it like real hands-on learning experience. So here it's kind of like a structured practical experience that mimics the real world tasks that you would have in a real world job. So instead of just reading about a particular skill, you're actively performing that task as if you were an employee in that role. And so now, as an employee, you will have then the opportunity to deliver your report or deliver your insights on that particular task to your stakeholders or to your team members. And so these tasks can come in different forms. They can be interactive projects, they can be virtual work experiences, or even hiring assessments. But it's important to know that with these job simulations, they really help you provide you with that real world experience without the pressure of making mistakes in an actual job. Another thing, what they do is that they actually bridge that gap between you learning about something, and they allow you this a risk-free environment where you don't have to worry about it too much. So I really think that that's the beauty of job simulations themselves. The way that some companies use simulations today, it's really interesting because with the advancements in technology, companies are increasingly leveraging AI tools to enhance workspace efficiency. And not only that, beyond just improving productivity, AI is actually being used to create simulations that will then help assist and enhance the skills and experiences of employees, the current employees at the job, as well as future job candidates. Regarding the hiring process, sometimes you may not realize, but you get take home assignments in the form of maybe an online assessment. And this really gives candidates that are applying for the job a taste of the job before they actually start. As well, it helps employers assess that the real skills that the actual candidate has beyond their resume. And so this is why I'm so excited to mention that if you are looking to take your skills to the next level, you must check out Join Momentum simulation courses. Join Momentum has simulation courses that are AI powered, and we have different topics or different subjects ranging from product management, cybersecurity, all the way up to customer advisory. And the main goal with our simulations is that you are learning by doing. So here you get an opportunity to make real decisions, solve real challenges, and gain practical experience. And all the while doing this, you'll be building your portfolio projects so that you actually have something concrete and solid to give to interviewers and show and prove that you have that experience. And so I do encourage you to sign up to be one of the first to know when our courses go live. Check out the link in the description box below so that you can get more information on that and be able to get early access when those simulations are available. So you're probably thinking at this point, Ellen, why does this matter? And so if I were to put it simply, instead of just applying or adding another certificate to your resume, which is nice because certificates show that you have that knowledge, it also they'll show that you have domain knowledge, but through job simulations, you're really adding more value in that you have that experience that's going to take you to the next level in that job role. And so simulations effectively help bridge that gap between learning and real world application. So, guys, we are going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
William Kamkwamba, the boy who harnessed the wind. William Kamkwamba, born in 1987 in Kasungu, Malawi, is a self-taught inventor whose story of resilience and ingenuity has inspired the world. Raised in a farming family, William's education was cut short in 2001 when a severe famine forced his parents to withdraw him from school due to financial hardship. Determined to keep learning, William began visiting a local library where he discovered a book titled Using Energy. Fascinated by wind power, he set out to build a windmill using scrap materials, bicycle parts, blue gum trees, and a broken dynamo. At just 14, he successfully built a functioning wind turbine that powered his family's home and later a water pump for irrigation. His story gained global attention after a TED Talk in 2007, leading to a scholarship, a memoir, The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, and a Netflix film adaptation directed by Chiwetel Ejiofor. William went on to study at Dartmouth College in the U.S. William's journey symbolizes innovation driven by necessity and the power of self-education. Through his nonprofit, the Moving Windmills Project, he supports sustainable development and education in rural Malawi. Today, William Kamkwamba is a global figure in renewable energy, youth empowerment, and education advocacy. His story continues to inspire millions to believe that even in the face of hardship, innovation and determination can change lives and change the world.
Welcome to Join Momentum, where we're not just a company, but a community of digital innovators. At Join Momentum, our mission is simple yet powerful: to accelerate digital talents and business productivity through practical work experiences, trainee internships, and talent placement. We believe in the transformative power of hands-on experience and mentorship, so all our associates learn by doing, not just theories. Through these efforts, we build innovative products and solutions that address user needs and create value for our candidates, clients, and stakeholders. You can partner with us in our mission to accelerate digital talents and increase business productivity by working with us, hiring our talents, or investing in us. This is Join Momentum.
Tired of learning job skills from textbooks? Meet Job Simulator AI. We've built the first AI platform that lets you practice real jobs in a safe, virtual environment. It's like a flight simulator, but for careers. Practice real jobs, get real proof, build a portfolio of completed simulations, earn performance badges inspired by industry leaders, showcase verified skills to employers, get instant AI feedback on your progress. For educational institutions, be among the first schools and universities to give your students practical job experience before graduation. Limited early access spots available. For businesses, sponsor industry-specific simulations to showcase your brand. Build a pipeline of practice-ready talent. Connect with candidates who excel in your simulations. Transform employee training and reduce onboarding time. For training providers, add hands-on practice to your existing courses. Differentiate your offering with AI-powered simulations. Give learners verifiable proof of practical skills. Scale your training impact globally. For students and job seekers, stop wondering if you're ready for that dream job. Start practicing it today. Join our early access waitlist. Ready to revolutionize job training? Sign up for early access at www.jobsimulator.ai. The future of work is hands-on. Don't just learn it, leave it.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the break. Let's get right back into it. Now we'll be discussing the 5 ways on how job simulations can actually help bridge the gap. And this is where it gets exciting because you'll get an idea of why these are so important and how they can really help you in your job search and building your skills as well. So the first point that where job simulations actually help you bridge the gap is a confidence boost. So when you're practicing these real world tasks in a simulation, they definitely help reduce the nerves when you are on the actual job. So when you join a new job with a new team, sometimes you feel maybe a bit intimidated. You perhaps get a imposter syndrome where even though you've been accepted into this position because you are qualified, you maybe feel like you don't have those skills or you're not confident enough in your skills. So these simulations will give you the confidence because you will have that know because you've done those before. The familiarity with these tasks, like presenting reports or structuring responses to stakeholders or teams. All of this helps you make better decisions when it comes to the real world job itself. And so instead of guessing while you're on the job, you're actually applying something that you have already done before. Um, Number two, I would say, is a development of your workplace skills as well as practical skills. So when we talk about practical skills, we're talking about how job simulations can actually help improve those soft skills like communications, critical thinking, time management. These are really essential skills to have in a workspace because you need to be able to communicate with your team and stakeholders. You need to be able to effectively communicate your different projects, your tasks, your deliverables to the people that you're working with. So that is crucial. When you look at critical thinking is really important because you need to be able to look at a problem in your particular project, in your team, or your company as a whole, depending on what you're tasked with. And you need to really be able to think about how you can better find solutions for your stakeholder, for your team, for that particular project. So thinking critically, thinking outside the box, and taking advantage of that is something that job simulations will really help you give you that practical experience beforehand. And then time management. So time management is, of course, crucial in any role. When you have a task to complete and you have to complete it on time, it's essential that you have these done on time. So with simulations, with whichever tasks you have in that particular course, it's important that you deliver them on time. Your fictitious stakeholder in your simulation or your fictitious project will have to be delivered in such a way that it's time sensitive. So that's something that job simulations will really help you deliver on when it comes to before it comes to joining the workspace. When you're looking at developing those workplace skills, this is where it's very important for you to be engaging in those real world challenges. So the job simulations really help you um, gain experience in those real world challenges. So, for example, if you are a looking to get a job in business analytics and you have to get into finding that messy data, or you have to figure out how to complete the data set, how to clean it, how to find the insights and analyze it. All of that, engaging with the data set, finding those insights, how are you going to deliver your insights to your stakeholders? This could be through emails, it could be through a dashboard, it could be just through a simple PowerPoint presentation. All of this, engaging with these different real world challenges and the questions that would be asked to your stakeholder, it's essential when it comes to developing those workplace skills. And so building that hand-on expertise before you join the workspace is how these simulations will really help you. When we move on to number three, we're looking at stronger problem-solving abilities. So employers I think through and through, employers always value independent problem solvers who can take initiative. It's one thing to just to get a task and complete the task or follow through, but it's another thing to go beyond that, take initiative, ask to do something, ask to or try and find ways to better a situation or a project at work and how to make it more efficient. This is what employers really appreciate when it comes to that. So, unlike in school, real jobs don't always come with clear instructions or all the answers to your questions. In school, you're guided by your teachers, you're guided by, you probably also helped by other learners in your particular class or your course. But in real world jobs, you do, of course, get some guidance and help from your colleagues and maybe your managers or your superiors. But at the end of the day, nobody is really going to be holding your hand along the way, every step of the way for you to complete that particular task. You need to have the ability to solve problems in a way that makes an impact and you deliver value to your stakeholders or to that project that you're actively working on. So these simulations, they really train you to break down those vague questions. If we go back to our example of the business analyst, if you're a business analyst and you're doing your business analytics simulations, you your simulations will help you ask the right questions to stakeholders. Oftentimes, stakeholders come to you and they want you to figure out this particular problem in the company, and they need you as the business analyst to dive deep into the data and figure out why the problem is, what they can do, and they need those answers to make huge decisions for the company. So even though a stakeholder does want you to get a particular answer to a question, you need to ask, well, how much data are we looking at? Are we looking at just from this year? Are we looking at from the past 5 years? When do you want it delivered? Do you want it delivered in the next week? Do you need 2 weeks? How many people on the team or how many different departments do you need me to work with and gather the different sources of information from? And what is the real goal of the project? Are you trying to make more money? Are you trying to find ways to fix certain issues that we perhaps have internally in the back end? So these are real questions that you would have to ask your stakeholders to try and find out what they need, and these simulations will help you with that, with in terms of answering those questions or asking the right questions so that you can deliver on those results. If we look at number 4, we're looking at career exploration and transitions. So this for me is where it gets really exciting because it's something that I don't know if a lot of people realize, but this is indeed the beauty of job simulations. Simulations help you test a career before actually committing to it. So the one positive thing about this is that it prevents any mismatches. And I'll give you an example. If you are somebody that is an IT programmer and you've been in IT your whole life, maybe you don't have the best communication skills, or maybe you're not, maybe you're a bit of an introvert. And so programming, you're just really good at it. But for some reason, you're interested in sales. You go ahead and you take a sales simulation course to see what it's like to be in sales because you're just really interested in this field. What happens when you take the sales simulation course is that perhaps it can reveal to you that you don't actually like cold calling clients. You don't like having to find different clients to work with. You don't really like closing sales. It makes you maybe a bit uncomfortable. And then you realize, actually, that might not be for me. Another example could be you are maybe a customer service rep and you're kind of interested in the back end. So you're interested in UX design. And so you want to dive into a bit of UX design before you fully transition. And that's when you take job simulations to see what it would be like to work in the back end of design. And these few things really help you. These few things really help you decide whether you would really like to be in that field or not. So it's better to know it before actually taking the job. That's why I like how simulations give you that real world deep dive into that particular career before you actually get there. They are, it's a very big advantage for career switchers who are looking to explore different fields, but it's risk free because you don't have to physically change your career until you are at least a little bit more sure that those are the type of tasks that you would like to do on your day to day. And then lastly, number 5 would be bridging the gap between learning and creating opportunities. So here, job simulations don't just, like we've been discussing earlier, they don't just connect theory to practice, right? But they also make you a stronger candidate. So with hands-on experience like building dashboards or managing projects, it makes you stand out in the job market because you have those skills now. And so they help you open doors for new career opportunities because now you actually have portfolio projects that you've built along the way that you can show to interviewers that you've done it, you've done the work, and you've had the opportunity to experience that. And so, in conclusion, if you are struggling to transition from theory to practice, job simulations, I think, will be a real game changer. And they're taking over. And so take advantage of this opportunity where you can gain real world experience, boost your confidence, stand out among other applicants because we know how difficult it is to find work these days and to get experience. It's so important for you to find ways to actively participate or actively practice in the field that you're truly interested in. And the best part about it is that you don't have to wait for a job to start learning. Like I mentioned before, our simulation courses at Join Momentum are specifically designed for job seekers looking to build real world skills. And so whether you're interested in tech or marketing or business roles, we've got simulations that are specifically tailored to specifically tailored for exactly what employees are looking for. So go to Join Momentum's website. You'll find that through the link in the description box below, and check out the product. I don't think you will be disappointed. And now I have a challenge for you. Try at least one job simulation this week. So whether it's with Join Momentum or it's with another platform, find one in your field, find one that interests you and complete it. And then let me know. Let us know how it went. You will be really surprised to see how much you will actually learn. And so I hope that you enjoyed this episode today and that I was able to give you some practical tips and inspiration in your job search and really being able to develop your skills in this tough market. Thanks for tuning in today to our Lunch and Learn podcast. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our podcast, and sign up for our email list in the link below to get more updates and exclusive resources and early access to any of the new tools that we will be launching. It's been a pleasure sharing my insights with you today. We look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Until next time, take care. Bye.
Next episode on Join Momentum Launch and Learn podcast.
Welcome to Join Momentum, where we're not just a company, but a community of digital innovators. At Join Momentum, our mission is simple yet powerful: to accelerate digital talents and business productivity through practical work experiences, trainee internships, and talent placement. We believe in the transformative power of hands-on experience and mentorship, so all our associates learn by doing, not just theories. Through these efforts, we build innovative products and solutions that address user needs and create value for our candidates, clients, and stakeholders. You can partner with us in our mission to accelerate digital talents and increase business productivity by working with us, hiring our talents, or investing in us. This is Join Momentum.
Tired of learning job skills from textbooks? Meet Job Simulator AI. We've built the first AI platform that lets you practice real jobs in a safe, virtual environment. It's like a flight simulator, but for careers. Practice real jobs, get real proof, build a portfolio of completed simulations, earn performance badges inspired by industry leaders, showcase verified skills to employers, get instant AI feedback on your progress. For educational institutions, be among the first schools and universities to give your students practical job experience before graduation. Limited early access spots available. For businesses, sponsor industry-specific simulations to showcase your brand, build a pipeline of practice-ready talent, connect with candidates who excel in your simulations, transform employee training and reduce onboarding time. For training providers, add hands-on practice to your existing courses, differentiate your offering with AI-powered simulations, give learners verifiable proof of practical skills, scale your training impact globally. For students and job seekers, stop wondering if you're ready for that dream job. Start practicing it today. Join our early access waitlist. Ready to revolutionize job training? Sign up for early access at www.jobsimulator.ai. The future of work is hands-on. Don't just learn it, leave it.
Join Momentum Learning and Development Squad have rolled out practical work experience simulation programs and scenario-based learning on a new platform called the Growth Academy.
At the Growth Academy, you will engage in real-world simulations and complete scenario-based tasks at your own pace, which are all inspired by global brands.
With consistent practice and support, our participants gain invaluable experiences across multiple disciplines such as product management, data science, project planning, business analysis, virtual assistant, business development, technical sales, cybersecurity, and many more.
The Growth Academy programs come with AI-powered evaluations. You will receive detailed feedback assessment directly to your inbox, guiding your skill development and areas of improvement. You can also showcase your new skills expertise by ordering digital certificates, which are perfect for demonstrating your competency to employers or clients.
You will also become part of a dynamic community of professionals, sharing knowledge and supporting each other on the path to success. And we empower you to step up as a leader, coach, by reselling any of our programs as your own and earn instant income while helping others grow in their careers.
Start your journey today at www.thegrowthacademy.co.uk.